Yes. Yeah. Good evening, all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
And thank you. So yesterday just we had some introductory session, right? What is Python? So Python, I'm defining Python in 5 lines. Just I'll take 5 minutes what we have discussed in the last demo session. Right. So general purpose programming, any kind of applications you can develop today by using Python. It has got multiple programming features. The high level language, easily understandable, portable, and machine independent, interpreted language, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements. So a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language is called as general purpose programming. So Python is such a kind of programming. There are two types of languages, low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages, examples like assembly level or machine level languages, they are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. But high level languages like Python, they are easily understandable. They can be carried from one system to another, portable, machine independent, platform independent, right? So Python has got multiple programming features. What all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features we see in Python. That's got functional programming features like C language, has got object-oriented programming features like C++, Java, scripting features like shell script. It has got modular programming features like Modular 3, thousands of modules it is providing, like 89,300 modules for each and every environment, right? Because of this modular programming, Python has got a great boom today. So Python is one of the best scripting language you can say, writing automation scripts, different environments like in IoT, in DevOps, in robotics. So it has got a vast number of libraries for scripting, right? Python is one of the best scripting language with many libraries, right, towards it. And also, uh, it doesn't require any prerequisites. Python, there is no prerequisites for learning Python. Doesn't mean that you need to have the knowledge about all this. No. As part of our course, we'll be discussing functional programming with Python, object-oriented programming with Python, and scripting and modular programming, right? Yes. So Python has got a great popularity because of this modular programming, where Python is providing thousands of modules for every environment, right? So for data science, for big data, for networking, for testing, for operating system, for each and every database, it is providing a module. It is very simple to connect with any database by using Python. And also for can create files, working with files, reading data, writing data to the files. For all these files, modules, separate modules are provided by Python. For Excel files, CSV files, JSON files, XML files, PDF files. And for mathematical operations, for statistical operations, Python has got separate module available. Even for generating graphs, Python has got separate module for it. You can generate any types of graphs using Python, normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plot, stack plots, pie graph, right? In today's session, I'll be briefing you some couple of examples of generating graphs without any knowledge of Python. You can easily understand, right? That generating graphs in Python. And what kind of applications we can develop today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Mostly used in creation of web applications. So today, like Python has got framework like Django framework. So using this Django framework, you can develop web applications at a rapid speed. It has got its own database, right? SQLite 3. It has got its own application server, many flexible features provided. Yes, even for automation applications today, various high-end technologies using Python as an implementation language, but especially data science, the talk of the industry, right? Like machine learning, deep learning, AI, all this they are using Python today as an implementation language to code with. We require a language, so Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming for implementing this data science, ML or DL, right? Even another major area like big data, like we have got technologies like Hadoop and Spark. Today, data is reaching petabytes, right? Petabytes of data. Today, if we see many applications, they are generating data in petabytes. If we talk about YouTube videos uploading or Facebook, in a minute, how many videos and posts are getting circulated, right? In Facebook, or if you talk about Google querying a Gmail message, storing the Gmail messages, what should be the storage capacity? And bank transactions, telecom transactions, e-commerce transactions, that is Flipkart or Amazon transactions. Everywhere you see data generating in petabytes. So for handling that huge data today, we've got technologies like Hadoop and Spark, especially Spark, very high speed processing technology, right? Implemented by using a Python language called like PySpark. Not only this, like scientific applications, Python providing CP, scientific Python. For numerical analysis, Python has got NumPy, numerical Python. And for graphical user interface or animations, TK-Inter-PyQt, right? For gaming or game development, there is a separate career, right? People who wants to go for gaming career of a game development, especially Python has got separate framework like Pygame, PyChara, PySci. Scheduling, for scheduling, Python has given Airflow for it. Testing or for test cases, for software development, software developers make use of Python as a support language. For business application, Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce websites. For database applications, Python can connect with any database. There is no web application without a database. Networking applications, right? Python providing a separate framework like a twisted Python. And for web scraping, harvesting data from different websites, extracting data from different websites, we have got URL lib, right? BS4 and audio and video applications. Team player is one of the team player, C player examples of it. CAD applications are 3D CAD applications, examples of those. Embedded applications, Raspberry Pi is one of the best example, right? Where it's using Python for it. Computer visions, many projects today like face detections, color detections, object detections are going through this, right? Data analysis or robotics with Python and desktop applications, single user console applications, right? And which companies are using Python today? Top most applications built using Python, right? Google using Python for its web search systems. Google web crawling is first written in Java. It was too difficult. It was written in Python. Yahoo, Facebook, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Instagram built using Python. NASA using Python because of its Python multi-programming features where they can use Python accordingly, right? Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python and ML. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox, all these are implemented using Python. Netflix using Python for security automation and for subscription related things. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games using Python. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python and iRobot for military and commercial operations. For hardware testing, right? Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they are using Python for hardware testing purpose. And reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python. They are migrating towards Python because of its very less coding, simple syntax, looks like normal English statements, multi-programming features. What all the features we see in different other programming languages, all those features we see here in Python. Interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode, right? We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement in Python giving response. Yes. Wide varieties of applications we can create today by using Python. Many built-in libraries, 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments, right? Yes. Okay, so these are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Just a second. Okay. Next, people from non-programming background or zero programming knowledge, but they can update with Python, but you can check it how the Python statements look. I'll be showing you some couple of examples. Today, I'll be showing you some sample snippets of Python and just see how the Python statements look as compared to the programming. Now I'm going to, okay, Python comparison. This is what we have discussed in the last class, right? Yes. Python comparison with other programming. Okay, I'm going to take a task and I'll implement the task in multiple programming languages. You can check how simple the Python statements as compared with other programming. Not even 1/4 coding I'm saying. The statements of Python looks like normal English statements. Accepting two values from the user keyboard. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing, yes, and performing addition. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. First, I'll write using Java. Later, we will see using Python. You can compare both the codes. Yes. If you got knowledge in Java, you can just go with the following code, right? Import java.io.star class sample public static void main string aux. Throws I have exception, right? Input stream reader ISR equal to new input stream reader system dot in buffered reader system dot out dot println enter the first number. Whatever number you have entered by default taken as string. String s1 write br dot read line. Every statement ends with semicolon, but by default it is taken as string. System dot out dot println enter the first number string s1 br dot read line integer dot parse int of s1, right? Yes. The three lines I will copy for the second number also. Save. System dot out dot println enter the second number. Enter the second number string s2 br dot read line int j integer dot parse int of s2. Finally saying system dot out dot println yes. So this is what the code in Java. So I'll copying this to a separate notepad file. I'll just take 2 minutes in showing you the execution in both the Java and Python and just check how simple the Python statements. So just I'm copying this to a notepad file, saving it. I'm creating a separate folder for this batch, right? I'm creating a folder Python 9 p.m. Python 9 p.m. right? Yes. Within that, I'm saving as sample.java. Yes. Now at the bottom at the bottom search panel, I'm typing CMD to enter into the command prompt. Yes. CD slash say CD Python 9 p.m. CD Python 9 p.m. right? Yes. Say Java C sample.java. So here S has to be capital, right? Yes. Just to go to this code here, string S1, S should be in uppercase. Here also S has to be in uppercase. Go back and recompile it. Java C file name dot Java. Now no errors now. Can execute the code. Java sample Right. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Now the sum is 30. Now this is what the code in Java language. I don't know like how many of you have understood this code without any programming skills. We need to have got lot of technical words available, right? Complex words you can see. What is class? What is public static void main? What is IO exception? What is input stream reader? What is buffer reader? What is read line? What is integer or parse int? In every statement, you can see one complex word, right? So that too, you can see that the length 10 to 12 lines of code. The same task I'll implement in Python, not more than 3 lines. Just directly I'll open this Python shell, right? And I'll just say file, new file. Hmm. I want two numbers x and y. I'm saying input enter value of x. Enter value of x. Input enter value of y. Enter value of x. Input enter value of y. The first line, I'm just inputting the value of x. The second line, I'm inputting the value of y. Print x plus 5. That's it. That's it. This is the code in Python. Do you see any complex word here? The first line, just like normal English statement, you are inputting the value of x. Second line, you are inputting the value of y. Print x plus 5 in third line. Save it. You need to save this. So just now we have created a folder, Python 9 p.m. Yes. Run this, run module. Enter the first number 10, second number 20. Sum is 30. So very simple coding, right? Yes, very simple coding in Python. One more example I'll show you. For example, if you're taking some group of values, list of values, I'm taking you in this way, random values, 30, 10, 40, 20, 50. Print x prints the entire list. Len of x, len of x, number of elements. Sum of x, sum of all the elements. 30 plus 10 plus 40 plus 20 plus 50. I want the sum of all this. In other programming language, you need to say applying loop on it, iterating one by one element, adding one by one element, and getting the sum. Here, just sum of x. Even 100 elements are there, it will compute the sum of all the 100 elements. I want to know the max element. For example, 100 transactions happened. You are storing in a list. I want to know the max transaction, max of x is here. That's it. Max of x, similarly, min transaction if you want to know min of x. Max of x, min of x. Max of x is 50, min of x is 10. Sum of x means sum of all the elements is 150. Sorted of x, arranging all the elements in ascending order. Arranging all the elements in ascending order. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50. Reverse equal to true. If you want in descending order, same sorted of x only. Same sorted of x only. You will get in ascending. The ascending, if you reverse it, you will get in descending. Right? This is ascending. The ascending, if you reverse, you will get in descending. Right? Okay, you will get in descending. Okay, check this output, ascending and descending. Right. This in ascending, this in descending. Yes. Even if you want to add an element, if you want to add any element right here, x is a list. X dot append. I want to append a new element to 60. You can add a new element and print x. You are adding a new element 60 to this. You want to remove an element, x dot remove. Just like normal English statements, right? You will see this Python statements. Print x. Do you see any complex words here? Run module. So you got 60 got added, 40 got removed. Not only this, if you see Python has got thousands of modules type to work with. So I'll just give you example of the most commonly used module like math module. Any module you need to say import the math so that you will get the properties of math particular module into your program. Print the dir of math. You can see all the directory of the math module here. There are some variables like phi, there are some variables like e, variables like tau. All these are, you can see like a square root, a tan, sine, cos, log, all these are these properties of this math module. I want to print within the math module, I want to print the value of pi. Within the math module, I want to print the value of e. Just execute, run module reset. 3.14. E value is 2.71. For example, you have got square root. You don't know how to work with it, how to use it. Okay. If you want, there is a help function in Python to help you with the syntax. Math.sqrt. You don't know how to work with square root, right? Python is going to help you. Just like print function, we got help function in Python. It is going to help you with the syntax. Within the math module, I want help on the square root. So it will just give you the general format, syntax of it. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. Clearly, it is saying square root is expecting one value x. Provide one value x, it is saying clearly I will return the square root of that x. So just print within the math module, there is a square root. It is asking to provide one value. Provide one value, it gives the square root of that value. Very simple. Output, you can see that of square root of 16, 4, right? Similarly, any other function like POW. You can say any function, any module, right? You can say help on anything. Python is going to provide you the help, right? Help on POW. Yes, now it will say help on built-in function POW in the module map. Power expecting two values x comma y returns x to the power of 5. Help on built-in function power in the module math. Power expecting two values x comma y returns x to the power of y. X to the power of y, right? Yes. So it is asking you to provide two values. Now print, yes, print math dot POW 10 comma 3 x comma y 10 to the power of 3, right? Check this. Run module. So in this way, you can get help. See, you got 1000, right? You have provided two values 10 comma 3, 10 to the power of 3, that is 1000. So in this way, any module you can provide and you can get the help of it. File, okay. The same way, generating graphs in Python is very simple. I said without any knowledge in Python, you can easily understand how to generate. Similarly, we have got a module called matplotlib for plottings, right? Matplotlib. Within that, we have got a built-in functionality like pyplot. So in the previous example, if you observe, every time I'm saying math, compulsory the module name to be used. But here my module name is too big. Then I can use alias name or shortcut name as P or PLT instead of writing this big name, right? So now what I will do to plot a graph, you require X coordinates and Y coordinates. So you can say PLT dot plot for X coordinates. I'm taking 1, 2, 3 as X coordinates values. For Y coordinates, I'm giving a 574 PLT dot show. Save it. Okay, now it's just one line. This is the only line generating graph. PLT dot show. That's it. Within one line, you can see how a graph is generated here. Just check this output once. Check this X coordinate and Y coordinate. When X value is 1, Y is 5. When X is 1, Y is 5. When X is 2, Y is 7. 2, 7. When X is 3, Y is 4. In this way, you can generate a graph. For example, yes, any any type of graph. See here, I got a graph in blue color, a solid graph, but I want a different color. I want a red color or any other color. I want a dotted graph. See, very simple, getting different shapes for the graphs. So just to give comma here and just to say what you want, hyphen means like dotted format and color COLO or color equal to I want red or green color I want. By default, you are getting in blue color, you can get in green color and that to dotted style format. In this way, many styles are there. Later we'll be discussing, but you got in dotted style format and that too in color green, right? So instead of plot, if you are saying bar graph will be generated. Here instead of plot, if I say HIST, histogram will be generated. If here instead of plot, if I say PIE, pie graph will be generated. Here instead of, so you can use different things, right? Scatter plots. For example, one last example like you, right? Same thing, I will copy this one line, import a matplotlib.py plot as PLT. I want to generate a pie graph. How simple generating a pie graph? Hmm. Import matplotlib.py. I want to see the sales. How are the sales of a particular product? For example, the product is mobile sales. For example, the names of some mobiles like Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus, and sales of August. Assume that August sales are like this. Samsung like 45, Oppo 10. I've got Oppo 10 sales, Vivo 15 sales, OnePlus 30. Now PLT dot pie graph. I want a pie graph based on August sales. I want a pie graph based on August sales, right? Yes. And labels in the output, I want some labels, right? Nothing but to take the mobile names only, right? Now just to say PLT dot show. Do you see any complex word here? The name of the mobiles, the sales, pie graph based on August sales, and labels in the output. Sure. So in this way, very simple syntax is given by Python. Any modules, lot of thousands of modules we have got. You can see with different colors, a pie graph is generated, right? By default. Even you can set your own colors also by default colors. So here clearly you can analyze this. Samsung has got first more sales, next OnePlus has got more, next Vivo and Oppo, right? So in this way, just so this is just introduction to this Python, right? The coding of Python, the features of Python, the applications of Python, right? Okay. Why Python is suddenly super popular? From the next class onwards, we'll be starting with the actual, right? So next class, I'll be going with the Python installations, Python execution modes, Python editors, Python IDEs, Python software foundation, right? All this I'll be starting with the technical things. Next class will be on Monday. Tomorrow, Saturday, there is no class. Classes will be from Monday to Friday. Only sometimes on Saturdays I'll be taking, not all the Saturdays. So next class will be on Monday, same time at 9 o'clock, right? Once you can go through the course content, we have got lengthy course content. We'll be discussing in brief about all these things. So it's not like 45 hours course. It's like nearly we'll be spending around the 70 hours, right, for this course, right? Around 2 months. 2 to 2.5 months, right? Why basics, Python operations, operators, IDEs. In real time, we use IDEs, integrated development environments, right? If anyone, if you are didn't attend yesterday, you can see in the Zoom chat, right? A big message given by the online team. The video of yesterday's, the course content of details of only Python for an advanced and the course content for total Python full stack, the contact details of the online team, the payment details, everything they are kept in that. Meanwhile, you can just, yes, 1 second. I'll just come back to your queries, right? Python IDs, integrated development environment, flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, collections, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python, modules in Python, modular programming, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, right? Error handling, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts in brief. These are the only the topics I am kept. Regular expressions, working with different modules, right? Database connectivity, installation of one database, working with that. Python data and time module, operating system module, Python iterators, generators, decorators, closures, web scraping, graphical programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, pandas model in brief, numpy model in brief, and matplotlib model. So basically we see in other training sites, just they'll be saying about Python 4 and basics Python and this, but we'll be going with this lot of applications of Python. We'll be developing, how Python used different varieties of modules like a database related model I'm covering, data science related model I'm covering, operating system related, graphic related, regular expressions, datetime related, right? Graphic related, and also how to create our own modules. And for plottings and visualizations, matplotlib, right? Apart from these 30 topics, right? People who wants to go for Python full stack, Django framework, applications, project and applications creations. Okay, Django views, templates, models, advanced concepts, right? So nearly 15 applications will be developing here, and UI technologies like HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript, and MySQL, right? So just a second. Python Core and Advanced, nearly 70 hours, around 2 months it takes. 5,000 is the course fee. It's an offer batch. UI Techno and people apart from this Python Core and Advanced, you want the total Python package, full stack web development, right? Full stack Python. Apart from this, you will be given knowledge on this entire UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. Be given knowledge, we'll be discussing about the Django framework. It's a mostly common, most important framework of Python. Nearly 15 applications will be developing, right? And a Flask framework, another framework I'm going to discuss freely for this batch. MySQL database and a project. Topics from 2 to 6 also. It will take nearly 70 hours, around 2 months. 7,000 is the course fee for it. We are going separately. Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, totally 140 hours, right? 2 months for this, frameworks 2 months, totally 4 months. 5,000 plus 7,000, 12,000 if you're going separately. But if you're taking the entire package, Python package with a single payment, it is 10,000. And the timings of this batch, let me make it clear, right? So for the first 1 week, it will be at 9 p.m., right? Later, it will start at 8 p.m., 8 to 9, it will be, right? So I'm making it clear about the timings before you go with the payment process. So first 1 week only, it will be at 9 p.m. Later, it will start at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It will be, right? And offerings from my side, you will be getting each and every session video that we are discussing, even if you are miss the session, right? Due to some ill health or due to some office timings unable to attend, you can go through that video, attend the next session. Soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks to work with, WhatsApp group. If you got any errors, you can take the snap of that errors and keep in the WhatsApp, right? You'll be getting the responses for it. Resumes and interview questions, right? And live interact. All the sessions will be as it's a demo session. I was speaking most of the time, but normal sessions, right? You will be kept in unmuted status. At any point of time, you can ask queries. And for every statement I type, you people will be responding, right? And 300 plus code examples in Python, Core Advanced, and 15 plus applications, right? In the Django framework. So if you got any queries, you can ask your queries, right? If you got any. Yeah, someone was asking a query, right? Yes, Abhijit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask that not regarding that course. regarding that you taught today. Can you please go to the page where you taught about graph?
Mm,
Sir, here we write pie plot as PLT.
mm.
Can we change the PLT as whatever we want, or
Yes.
it is fixed?
No, any name you can give.
Okay,
It is
thank you
an
so much.
alias. It is an alias name.
Okay,
Shortcut name.
okay, thank you so much, sir.
So every time I need to use this matplotlib.pyplot, matplotlib.pyplot, right? Instead of that, I
Hmm.
can use this. In the previous example also, every time I need to use math. Not this one, not this.
Hmm.
The previous one, every time it is a short name. Okay, math. Every line I need to use. But if the module name is too big, every time in that every line, if I want to use, it will be a bigger. So I can use a single character or two lines character, two words, right? Alias name.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Even for math also, math as m you can say. Import math as m and give m dot py, m dot t, m dot square. That's fine. Yeah. Any other queries? Okay. So Monday and Tuesday also people can attend the session to see more discussion on this. Monday we'll be seeing with the technical things, installations. Can do the installations along with me parallelly. Python installations, Python versions, Python execution modes, interactive mode, batch mode, editors, IDEs, and Python software foundations. Right? Avinash route, right? Yes. What kind of applications? See, mostly web applications, right? So Python, Django frameworks are used for web applications creations, like most like e-commerce related projects we'll be discussing. Request response architecture, MVT architecture, model view template, right? The interaction between the Python web page and the database, MVT. Okay. Yeah. Once you can just go to the course content, right? Yes. Everyone. So the lengthy course content, we'll be discussing many things in this. So you will get great command by the end of the course by discussing 300 plus code examples and nearly 15 applications you are developing means. See, developing web applications means for Django, especially you will be doing parallelly along with me. If anyone getting error, you will be sharing the screen. In the Zoom, you have got that option to share your screen. You will be sharing the screen and what error occurred. Even handling the errors also is important, right? Why that error has occurred, how to rectify it. Okay, fine. So if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I'm signing off for now. Meet you on Monday again at same time at 9 o'clock using the same link, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you on Monday. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir.